Greetings and welcome to BT Travel. Today in this video we're going to be showing you Dreams Estrella del Mar Mazatlan. Take you on a walk around a little bit of the property and I'll show you our swim out room. This is an adults only plus family friendly resort. There's 6 buildings. The preferred club building is that one, and that's the adults only. There's a preferred club pool right there, and this is building 1, building 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All the other ones are family friendly towers. The check-in area is for the preferred club is over here, and then for everyone else it's right there. There's a couple pools. These 2 big ones right here are the family friendly ones, and then the preferred club pools over there. The beach is really nice here. It sort of mimics the Secrets. If you guys have not stayed at Dreams or Secrets before, Secrets is the adults only resort, but Dreams kind of mimics it. They have the same restaurants, the same bars and whatnot. So anyway, we had a really good stay here. Today is our last day, and it was really awesome. I'll show you the rest of the grounds, and then I'll show you our room here in a minute. All right, thanks for watching. All right, room 1008. We're at the end of a hall, and this is a preferred club master suite swim up, which I did not book. I just booked a regular view room, but I got this instead, but it's okay. You walk in on the left, there's a half bath, which is really nice. And then walking in, you've got a sink, which you don't really see in hotel rooms that much, but we have one. And there's our fridge. It's got some stuff in it. Is coffee, a wine cooler, got some storage up here, I think, some art, some glasses. There's a table to eat on. There's a couch, some more art, TV, couch. Let's see if she's a pull-out. It is a pull-out sofa, so you can have somebody else in here if you want. Off to the bedroom. Got a clock, which clearly is not correct. It's about 1 in the afternoon here. Lights, control of that. Probably a reading light, yep. What looks to be a comfy bed, more storage, another TV. There's your thermostat control. We just walked in the door, so you're getting a look at this just as I am. Here's this area, this little closet area, which does not have robes, which is kind of weird. Oh, there they are. Robes are down there. Slippers are down there. And then there's the bedding for the sleep away, if you want that. And that's just off to the left here of the bedroom. And a mirror to check yourself out. The shower is amazing. The shower. Double rainforest. Look how big this thing is. And an extra one here, in case you need this. Pharmacopoeia stuff. Beautiful. Soaking tub. Double vanities. You got Purell. Probably some mosquito spray, probably. Can't really see it. This is probably your water closet. Yep. And a phone in case you need to call somebody. Some more art. Conserve water. The guy at check-in told us that they have not had much of a winter at all here. Well, let's go check out this. This is amazing. I didn't really pay for this, but the guy gave it to me, so I guess we won't complain. But I'll be in this later, for sure. And then that's the Preferred Club pool right there. And then there's got to be a Preferred Club bar in here somewhere that I'll have to find. Unless that's it over there. I'm not sure. That might be Cabanas? I don't know. But there's not many people here. It's Monday, April 27th. And there's not many people. There's a ship way over there in between the trees, if you can see it. And the beach looks amazing, which we're probably gonna put on our trunks and go look. Looks like a red flag out there, but I was expecting to be on one of these floors, but it didn't work out. That's okay. I like swim ups. Let's see how the water is. It's pretty nice. All right. That's it for our room tour. So, thanks. All right, so this is the Preferred Club pool area. There's a couple of cabanas here. And it's pretty big, like I said. There's really nobody here today. There's a couple sun loungers with things on them, but for the most part, it's pretty dead here. And apparently you can't go in the ocean because of sea life, AKA stingrays. I mean, not stingrays, jellyfish. So, here's the infinity edge. And here comes some birds. It's pretty cool so far. The water's really nice. And the main area is over there where all the kids are hanging out. So that's why we're staying over here. LOL, just kidding. But it is. And our room is right over there. Right over there. That one. Alright, so we're down on the beach level here. And you're not supposed to go into the water because of jellyfish and such. But I'm gonna walk down. Just get you a overview of the beach. It looks like a really cool beach. Just gotta be careful of the jellyfish and whatever else is in the water, I guess. And that's our building right there. Right there, Preferred Club. That's building 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the Preferred Club, from what I understand, is just building 1. And then that's the Rendezvous bar right there. That big thing is a Rendezvous. And then the Preferred Club bar is right there. That's where you check in as well. And then those are the pelicans, or whatever birds those are. hunting for fish. I've seen them dive into the ocean a couple times. It's pretty funny. There's the overall layout of the beach, in case you were wondering. Well, I'm sitting out at my preferred club pool, which has pretty much been our pool the whole time. There hasn't been much activity out here, but we love the pool, we love the property. Dreams was really good to us, so we were happy. I'm going to go over a few things that we noticed on our trip, both good and bad. So let's go with, let's start it off from when we arrived. It was about a 15-minute drive from the airport. We booked through Viator, and they got us here. It was about 15 minutes. It might have been even less than that, but it was really quick. When we got here, there was no welcome champagne, which I really like. For whatever reason, I really like that welcome champagne. They say welcome home, they give you the drink, and you go on your way. But we pulled up, they took our bags, and we went to the preferred club check-in, which was fine. But I really like that welcome champagne. When we checked in, not that this is a big deal, but they didn't recognize I'm a Hyatt Explorist, so sometimes they say welcome, thank you for being an Explorer. Sometimes they don't. This trip they didn't. Not a big deal, but when you get the survey at the end, they always ask you, were you recognized as a Hyatt Explorist? And I'm gonna have to say no for this one. They changed our room, so we booked a preferred club master suite with an oceanfront view, which would be the rooms up above here. But they switched it to our swim up room, which was fine. It's the same room category, but if he would have asked me, I would have said I'd rather stick with just the oceanfront, because I like the views from up higher on the tower. But this swim out room was awesome. I can't complain. But he probably should have asked. When we get to the room, there's no Dreams bag, and there's no bottle of alcohol, which you normally get with the preferred club room, but we didn't get that. And the Dreams bag I thought we were gonna get too, but not big deals, but I really enjoy the bottle of tequila or whatever they put in our room, but we didn't get that. And the mini bar service was kind of, I mean, they gave you 4 beers, a couple of sodas, and some water, and then a thing of Pringles and a thing of M&Ms. So it was kind of lacking a little bit. We've had juices in the past, we've had bags of chips and things like that in there, but it was just kind of like bare minimum type situation. And then the second day we were here, we didn't even get, I had to call to get the service. So, but it was okay. It worked out for us. And like I mentioned before, this preferred club pool was basically ours. So like, there might have been 8 people here the whole time. It was pretty chill, and there was no service here. So the bartender, this is the Sugar Reef bar. So he was at the bar, and he really didn't move. He looked bored, and he looked like he wanted something to do, but he wouldn't like come out and get people's orders. So I thought that was kind of weird. Now, if you wanted service, you had to go over to the family pool, and the service there was great. We had Agustavo, I believe is how you say his name. He took care of us for a couple days when we would go over there, and he was really fun, and his service was quick and good. And the last thing, so this property is like two years old, and it should be a little bit more modern. They have the old school, put the hanger on the door if you want housekeeping, and to me a newer resort should have the little button, you know, you push yes or no for housekeeping. And that was just kind of funny. I just thought that was odd. All right, moving on to the restaurants. Restaurants were awesome. We ate at El Patio, Oceana, and Portofino. The tamarind shrimp and the duo at El Patio were excellent. Tamarind shrimp was awesome. If you come here and you like shrimp, if you get that, you're not going to be disappointed. Oceana I had surf and turf, and it was very good. The shrimp was good again. The steak was an actual steak, so it was good. And then last night we had a Portofino, and it was sort of like a pasta surf and turf, which was really good as well. We really enjoyed the meals here. All three of them were excellent. And then we had lunch at the Barefoot Grill both days with Gustavo. And Barefoot Grill's always awesome, in my opinion. And then the last couple things. So if you come here and you're looking for Coco Cafe, you're probably not going to find it because the sign is in a weird spot and it's like so dark you can't even really see it. So we walked by it like 3 times. We looked at the map. There's a little map out there. We looked at the map. We're like, it says it's right here. We walked by. We didn't see it. Finally, we had to ask somebody, like, where's Coco Cafe? And they told us it's right next to the pharmacy. And we're like, okay. And then I was looking for a sign and I couldn't see a sign. It's like around the corner and it's a circle about that big. And it's just so dark that you can't see it. So they need to make that they need to move it because it's on the side where nobody walks on. They need to move it to the front, and then they need to illuminate it or something because you just can't see it. And finally, which was a real bummer to us, was the Lazy River being closed. We didn't know that. The people that work here didn't even know it was closed. Really, the Preferred Club guy, when we checked in, I asked him if everything's open. He said yes. I asked somebody else. They said yes. And then we were trying to find the Lazy River, how to get into it. And like all the exits were like, you couldn't get onto it. So they were filling it up or draining it or something. So it was a no-go, which is kind of a bummer because we were looking forward to that. My wife actually said that's why she picked it, because of the Lazy River option. But that's it. For the most part, we really enjoyed it. It was fun. It was a quick 3 nights, 4 days, but today we're going home. So if you have any questions, hit me up and take care. Viva Mexico.